time for GMA Life.
Let's go.
Big beauty savings. Tori Johnson is here with her special weekend deals and steals.
And then a story of a mother's love. The author of our GMA Book Club pick, River Sing Me Home, joins us to talk about her debut novel.
Plus, the science of zombie fungus. Dr. Ashton breaking down the real-life fungus seen on the hit show The Last of Us.
Welcome to GMA Life. I'm Ariel Reshef. We're here in the GMA Green Room.
And I am Will Gans. I am living for this lavender moment.
It's your color of the year.
It's my color of the year. Taylor Swift said lavender haze, and you said I'm gonna wear it. I love it.
Lavender. Just for you, Will.
I love it. Thank you. All right, coming up, we are talking to the author of our February book club pick, and we're gonna talk to Dr. Ashton, who's breaking down all of the science behind the zombies from The Last of Us.
Ooh, but first, Will, you are joining Tori Johnson for all of those deals and steals, so you better head out there.
Right.
Time now for Beauty Bargains here on GMA Live. Tori Johnson joins us with the deals on all things self-care. You can get these products by pointing your cell phone camera at the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Tori, talking all things beauty.
All things beauty, but I will say that you're not yet of the age or the need for the products that I'm going to start with.
I will take all the help I can get.
But, you can make mental notes on Strivectin. This product right here, take a look at that. That is the #1 seller in its category in the U.S., and it is there. Oh, we sealed it up. Sorry. Probably means that someone on the makeup team
high quality
had dibs on it. That's a neck cream, and it's a tightening and lifting neck cream. Maybe that's the secret, that you start now at your age so that you don't need it when you're my age.
That's right.
#1 in its category for the neck and a little upper chest area you could use it on. We also have another product that's a huge seller of Strivectins and a big GMA favorite. Their Crepe Control. This is a body tightening cream. So any place on the body where there's a little crepey skin, it could be hands, knees, elbows, arms, honestly anywhere, but this is not for face. This is body. What's great about this is you apply a generous amount on dry skin just a few times a week, and ultimately you see results. Everything clinically proven, everything made in America, everything 50% off, and our two favorite words around here:
free shipping.
You got it. Okay. Next up, a little, we've got lip care and also hand care too. This is Lano. Strawberry, peach, watermelon, lemon. Like if you were choosing a lip balm or a lip gloss, like it's kind of hard to pick a favorite, but I did this morning. Strawberry.
It's hard to pick a favorite, but you'll do it.
But I did, and I'm wearing the strawberry, and it feels so good. I also think, honestly, flavored lip glosses in some ways are a little bit of even like a diet trick of instead of like quickly grabbing something to eat, you put a little of this on, and sometimes it does the trick for you because you don't want to mess up your lips, and it tastes really good.
Right.
We also have, this is their 101 ointment. This is the workhorse of the line, and it is for, we also sealed that
this
too.
one up.
I know,
You're making me work today.
The thing about this one, yeah, there you go. The thing about this is any place you have ultra dry skin, so hands, elbows, think about any place, it is
like butter.
It literally is ultra moisturizing. The key ingredient is this Lano. It's a moisturizing oil that comes from sheep, and it is all sustainably gotten, I should say. No sheep are harmed in this process, and it's just delightful on the skin, really.
It feels so
all of their
nice.
products are fabulous. Everything is 50% off. With our deal, it starts at $675.
Incredible. And this is the time of year everyone's got a little bit of dry skin going on. So,
Exactly. Okay. If you did your nails, you would choose Static Nail, and that's because these are reusable pop-on nails. So it's an instant manicure. They are reusable, durable. They can be applied for, you can use them for like 2 to 3 weeks, even if depending on your lifestyle and how gentle you are on your nails, or reuse them up to about 4 to 6 times, again, depending on how gentle you are on your nails. They even won an Allure Best of Beauty Award for the best artificial nail, so you know if those editors gave it the seal of approval, it's a winner. And especially with our deal, all of the manicure options, plus even more that you will find online, are $10 to $12, which is a 50% savings.
wow, they're nailing it. So are you.
Look at you. We should have a little more studio reaction for that. That was
We'll
good.
add it in later like an episode of Friends.
That was
Thank
good.
you.
Okay, and then finally, hair. So everyone knows legendary hairstylist Frederick Fekkai. This is his cruelty-free, made-in-America line that is all about delivering salon-quality professional results at home. The yellow collection is my favorite. It is the full-blown volume collection, and I am wearing some of this in my hair today. It's what gives like a little volume. And I like also the green collection, which is their brightening gloss collection. So if you have any kind of frizzy hair that you want to have smooth and shiny, that's a winner. This one promises, the yellow collection, the full-blown collection, double the volume for up to 8 hours.
Wow, that's quite the promise.
That's a promise, right? Double the volume, and I know for me, it's true.
Wow.
So,
I mean,
you guys
look
give it a try.
Fantastic.
Aren't you sweet?
And I love the packaging too, the
I was
colors.
fishing for a compliment. Everything's 50% off, starts at $12.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, Tori. We have partnered with all of these companies on these deals, and you can get them on our website, goodmorningamerica.com. Lori?
Thanks, Will. I'm here at Ulta, the nation's largest beauty retailer. And sometimes big stores like this can be overwhelming. But I'm going to head inside and help you find the top products for our new series, Shop This Store.
One of the coolest things about Ulta Beauty is that you can actually get services here. There's a salon, and they have a benefit brow bar. So today, while I'm shopping this store, I'm also gonna elevate my art.
So we're going in with the Precisely My Brow Pencil. I'm gonna lightly fill the brow here, and now we're gonna go in with the Gimme Brow, one of the best products, #1 in store as well.
Product is like a holy grail 1-2 punch of brow products when you get these together. And I feel like your brows really, if they look good, everything looks good, right? If skincare is your #1 priority, you can't come here and not check out this cult favorite product. This was a viral sensation on TikTok. Users were saying that after one use, they saw an immediate difference. Younger, healthier, glowier skin. It really tingles, feels fantastic. It's a beauty fact that when your skin looks flawless, your makeup looks infinitely better. Users have become obsessed with this because they're saying it gives them near identical results to foundations that cost 10 times the price. If you're looking to splurge, you can't do much better than Dyson's Supersonic Hair Dryer. It's also a great impromptu wind machine. For a hairstyler that's not as steep, it's all about the Revlon One-Step Volumizer. This is the 2.0 version, which is only available here at Ulta Beauty. But the original, the Revlon One-Step 1.0, has over 300,000 glowing reviews. That's like the entire population of St. Louis. It's easy, it's quick, it's affordable.
And if you're in a rush, Ulta Beauty offers buy online, pick up in store. So you can just grab your bag and go. Will?
Coming up, the science of zombie fungus.
Runners and bloaters and clickers. Oh my. That was a clip from last week's episode of The Last of Us.
And you know what? Well, it got us thinking, could this actually happen? So Dr. Ashton is breaking down the actual science to zombie fungus.
We're talking about the medical and scientific background or basis for the new hit show, The Last of Us. I'm going to watch a clip from that. Okay, well, I'm going to press pause because I've seen enough. It looks amazing, very dramatic, sci-fi obviously, but let's talk about the sci part of that. The basis for this show is a fungal outbreak featuring the fungus cordyceps, but it is well known. It's not a new fungus. It has not yet infected humans, but it does tend to infect insects. Fungal infections affect hundreds of millions of people around the world every single year already, and they're responsible for about 1.7 million deaths globally every single year. Typically, we see fungal infections in a hospitalized patient who has a compromised immune system. They can be very, very difficult to treat. Unfortunately, in the pharmaceutical industry and world, the research and development of antifungal medications doesn't really get a lot of funding, doesn't really get a lot of attention. It's not one of the more glamorous organisms that pharmaceutical companies are trying to develop weapons against. So as a practicing physician, I do take it seriously that antifungal medications, if we see a fungus that is resistant to those medications, we're in trouble because we don't have a lot of tools in our toolbox when it comes to antifungal medications. I think what's really important about this is life imitating art, art imitating life. You know, we've just come out of a pandemic or are coming into a new phase of a pandemic. That if you had made a scripted show, sci-fi, 10 years ago, very easily someone could have chosen the virus SARS-CoV-2 or this novel coronavirus. So is there a plausible, kind of basis in reality where there could be a fungus that then spreads human to human and causes mass devastation? The answer is yes. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. So yes, it is scientifically possible, but that's where the brilliant creativity of the writers in this show really start their work. So loosely based on scientific reality and a very, very dramatic. Again, remember, it is fiction, so there is some license that the show can take in terms of what they show. But if you want to look up the fungus cordyceps, you can start a degree in microbiology and infectious disease.
All right, I'm no zombie, but I am a fun guy.
I see what you did there. When we come back, we have the author of our book club pick.
Hey, welcome back to GMA Life. I'm Janae Norman. Our February book club pick, River Sing Me Home by Eleanor Shear. I sat down with her to talk about what inspired her to tell this story. And she says that she pulled from her own life, the women in her life that she hails from, the challenges they've overcome, the resilience that they've shown. And she channeled that into a story about a mother's love and a quest to reconnect family.
River Sing Me Home follows a runaway enslaved woman and her brave and hopeful but heartbreaking search for the children stolen from her across land and sea and against all odds, unsure of their fates.
The seeds of this novel came from the real woman, Mother Rachel, this woman in Antigua who looked for her daughter Minty all over the island. I always was so struck by the bravery of this act. The fact that after all of this, some women still said, I still believe I can put my family back together again. The seed of the novel was always that hope, that bravery.
I sat down with Eleanor Shearer at Negril BK, a Caribbean restaurant in Brooklyn, to talk about her debut novel, a work of historical fiction set in 1834, an ambiguous period in Caribbean history when the enslaved were told they were free but forced to work as unpaid apprentices. The protagonist, Rachel, a quiet, cautious, resilient woman and longing mother on a journey from Barbados to British Guyana to Trinidad and Tobago, Eleanor challenging the ideas of freedom and family, courage, and the lengths love will go to reassemble the fragmented pieces.
In the Caribbean, you had all these waves of migration, whether it's the people that came and built the Panama Canal or people like my grandparents that came to the UK as part of what's called the Windrush generation. You still have these families fragmented, broken apart.
You are a part of a fragmented family that's still coming back together. And when most people look at you, they would never guess that. What has that been like for you, your identity, as you tell a story like this?
I think the experience in Britain versus the experience somewhere like the Caribbean is, for me, so different. So in Britain, it is a constant source of pain, not just for me, but for my mother as well, that where we go out, people don't recognise that she's my mother. They assume that she's a nanny, a cleaner in our own house. Just having that denial of our connection is very painful. And, you know, I've had a friend say to me, I don't understand why you identify as mixed race. I had someone once say to me, I think you're making up having a black mum.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I know. But then, like I say, in the Caribbean, what's so interesting is because there is so much diversity there that I think British people don't always appreciate.
Yeah.
In the novel, there are characters that look at Rachel's face and they're able to realise, like, oh, I know your daughter because I recognise her in you. So I was in St. Lucia and I was signing into a building. The security guard was looking at me and he said, where are you from? And I said, well, I'm from London, but I actually have family in St. Lucia. And he said, yeah, I thought so. He said, wait right there. And he went to the back and he got his colleague. And he said, you guys have the same face. And it turned out this guy was a cousin of mine.
What?
I know. I think in the Caribbean, people are always scanning faces, looking for those lost relatives. And so this man saw past just skin colour and saw that we did look the same.
Another part. I just loved it. The harsh truth that any of Rachel's children could be taken at any time and there was nothing she could do. But it wasn't long before Samuel and Kitty were dead and Mercy was gone and Thomas, not even 7, understood how fragile their family really was, how easily broken. And it reminds me of the quote in Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates when he says, Black people love their children with a kind of obsession. You are all we have, and you come to us endangered.
It was painful, and I think what astonishes me about the women like Rachel was that idea that just to hope is painful. I'm sure it's not giving too much away to say it's not all going to be fairy tales and everyone reunited, and so that uplifting sense of her still having love after all this time contains within it the seeds of something that can hurt her.
What do you hope that readers walk away with?
I hope that they walk away being inspired by a mother's love and the lengths that a mother will go to put her family back together again. And more generally, that they walk away with a sense that even in very dark times, there's hope to be found, there's joy to be found.
It was just a really fascinating conversation with Eleanor about the long-lasting impacts of slavery, how they manifest today, how the diaspora is impacted so differently, and how those fragmented families are still coming back together. A really, really great book, so if you've got some time, check it out.
Thank you, Janae. And if you're looking for more reading recommendations, check out 2 of our GMA Buzz Picks, Gone Like Yesterday and Really Good Actually. Both are available now. Here are the authors.
When Zara, a 32-year-old collegiate preparatory coach's brother Derek, goes missing, she takes an ambitious and outspoken high school senior, Sammy, with her from New York to Atlanta in search of him. It's a magical, mysterious exploration with hordes of creepy, mouthy moths who just won't stop singing. Gone Like Yesterday is a novel that asks what we owe to our families, what we owe to our ancestors, and what we owe to ourselves. Throughout it all, maybe Zara's brother Derek isn't the only one worth finding.
Good morning, America. I'm Monica Heisey. I'm the author of Really Good Actually. It's a novel about a young woman called Maggie who finds herself unexpectedly getting a divorce at age 28 after only 608 days of marriage. It's about the first year of her life as a newly single woman and her attempts to find herself in the wake of a breakup that she handles worse than anyone in history. I hope it makes you laugh, I hope it makes you cry, and I hope you relate, but not too much.
That's it for GMA Life.
We will see you next week.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.